You thought you could get rid of us that easy? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Swamp Talk here on Interfed Radio. Oh my goodness, man. You thought the swamp was going away. You thought the swamp was just going to dry up and just let you play around here? Come on now. You should know better than that. But we're here with me in studio. The legendary manager, wrestler, promoter extraordinaire, Gerald Horton. Jerry, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Flip. Great to be here.
Oh man, these guys here, they honestly thought that they were going to come in and scare us out of the swamp. They even managed to cause some of our very own to turn their backs. Oh man. And then they have the nerve to mention loyalty, Jerry. Loyalty.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they shouldn't even be allowed to use the word loyalty with what they did to the upstart superstar here in the LSL, Jake Walker, man. They shouldn't be able to use that word, loyalty. Huh.
Yeah, they wouldn't know loyalty if it was tattooed on their forehead. You know, Jake Walker is one of the best upstarts that I've ever seen in the LSL, and he joined AI under some good circumstances, was welcomed into the group, and he was winning titles. I mean, his debut right there got noticed in the LSL, you know, winning a battle royal and a title in his rookie year. And this guy wants to make a name for himself in the LSL like every other wrestler, gets invited into AI and treated like a brother. And next thing you know, he's in the locker room out cold, busted open, heading to the hospital.
Now, I know early reporting said that was unknown who attacked him, but I think we got a pretty good idea now as to who the attackers were, because these traitors, wow, traitors.
Yeah, they are. They're traitors. They're a bunch of Benedict Arnolds who, like I mentioned, wouldn't know loyalty if you tattoo it on their head or their ass.
Now here's the tricky part, because we don't know exactly who and what had, because I know one of the Stambolis jumped ship. But the other one is kind of looming around, so maybe we can get the other Stamboli to, help us take out his brother in arms. But yeah, these traitors, man, they thought they could come to the swamp and just throw us out. Now, obviously, the Age of the Fallen is here, and even though they may think that it's just the Age of the Fallen that they're gonna have to tangle with, I mean, we got a lot of nice teams here, Jerry. I mean, these guys here. They try to scare us out, but I think they made the biggest mistake of their lives. I think they really did.
Yeah, they did make the biggest mistake of their lives, because they're not messing with just the ATOF. They're messing with every other wrestler that hasn't joined them in the LSL. Like, for example...
Did you hear that they actually think that the Duchesnes are going to side with them? I mean, the Duchesnes hate Ricky Kyle. The Duchesnes hate the General. And they think that the Duchesnes are going to actually side with them? Get out of here, man. I think the Duchesnes are gonna back the swamp, and I think the Leprechaun is going to help us eliminate some of their bigger names. So, man, they got a rude awakening coming there.
Oh, yes, they do. I mean, the Duchesne brothers, I have a lot of respect for. I've teamed with them. My guys have teamed with them, and have wrestled against them, very tough competitors, and they're good guys, but them to join a coward group like AI, give me a break. I think they have a lot more class than that. They're not hired thugs, they're professional wrestlers and professionals. That's what Duchesne brothers are.
Yeah, even though the Duchesne brothers themselves have a little bit of a turmoil amongst themselves, I mean, that's just their natural competitive spirit. But now, what about the IOD? I was when we were on with the Traders and Annihilation Inc. We mentioned IOD. Do you think Night Hatcher and the Blade Runners are going to side with the AI?
I'm going to say honestly no, because with the Blade Runners and Night Hatcher, they are very well-respected gentlemen also in the LSL. And like I said, every time any of us, it didn't matter if it was AA, if it was the ATOF or Salvation went against them, they fought back. I mean, we had some good classic matches with them and good fights with them. But
Yeah,
you know,
I remember they even teamed with War Goddess at one point, brought home some tag gold with War Goddess. So yeah, I think there's still enough friendship and camaraderie there where I think they're gonna definitely stick with us and give us support against this. Well, I don't even want to call it an invasion. I think I want to call it the biggest mistake, the
I'm,
big AI mistake.
yeah, it is the biggest mistake. I'm gonna agree with you, brother, because it is a mistake. These punks come into our house and are trying to change things and make it their house. It's like, who are you? I mean, who do you think you are coming in here? You're not some drunk real estate agents. You sure as heck, you have reputations over the IWA. I respect that. Doesn't mean I have to like those dirt bags.
No, but we've had encounters with them many a times. I mean, I remember the AIs back when the NWL days and good old Just Insane, Just Incredible, and Just Pathetic or whatever the other guy's name was. I mean, we and they were decent. I'm not gonna stay here and praise them, but I know for a fact Hall of Fame superstar Lockdown got the better of them many a times. I mean, he was if not the biggest superstar in the NWL those days. I mean, after he took down William Worthy, I mean that just rose him to new levels of stardom. So
Yeah, I remember Lockdown mentioning about going against those guys like Just a Dirtbag or whatever his name was, and Just Incredible, where he had good matches. They would take shortcuts, but Lockdown managed to have good battles with them, and he ran them out of there. I mean, Lockdown ran a lot of people out of there. William Worthy was run out of there, and everything. I mean, the list was right there. Lockdown did establish himself as a star, winning titles and fighting some of the toughest battles. And I'll give those guys credit; they were tough wrestlers and everything. But Lockdown went out there and proved, what he was, and it was a superstar, a champion, and like I said, eventually a Hall of Famer.
oh yeah. Now one group that I'm it's a toss up right now because they haven't played nice with us. They haven't played nice with the entire league. Uh, but they've always claimed that it was pretty much their league anyways as well. I mean, I think you know who I'm talking about, Time Bomb and his buddies.
Oh yeah, the AAA. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for them too. I mean, had quite the battles. I mean, it didn't matter if it was the Bunny Trio, the ATOF, or Salvation. I know Eric Fontaine's had his issues with or Cobra Fontaine, I should call him now, had his issues with AAA and everything. They fought over the World Diamond Drop title, and Time Bomb and him pretty much have a rivalry going. But there was always that mutual respect right there, no matter like,
Even though they had their fair share of war of words, I think it was always their competitive nature that drew them to against one another, brother. I mean, because I mean he considers himself. I mean, I think you said it best the last time. The mouthpiece of AAA, and when he saw the talent behind Fontaine and his work behind a microphone, I mean CM Punk stylish, just bringing it every cycle in and out. So I think that's what drew them, to one another and into this uh, quote unquote rivalry. But I mean, it's just more just a virtual respect. Is what I see it.
yeah, and I see it that way too, Flip. It is a mutual respect because, it didn't matter about the wins or losses. It's just, AA could back up everything they said. Cobra Fontaine and Salvation too. There was always some good battles. Everyone won some, lost some, but there was always that mutual respect.
But I think the question that arises is, do you see them as possible AIers? I mean, because I know we've had our doubts about who runs them and who they. Do you think? I hope they don't pull the freaking rug under from us
Well,
and have
I like,
AI on them next cycle.
yeah, I like to give benefit of the doubt, and the way AA comes across, I have to say no because the thing is, I think with Sugar Lips Roxy there, she's really in charge of that group. And yeah, she can come out and she can talk, but she also can wrestle and back it up in the ring. And I've got to admit, she's got some class, though. She took no undue liberties against anybody or back jumped at anybody. You know, she said she was going to come out and win the title. She did. Okay, I'll give her that. She is probably without a doubt the best wrestler in AAA, and I'm not putting the other two down, but she's the one who stands out the most every time you see her in the ring.
I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't think they're gonna be AI, but with everything going on, I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't want to see that happen because we're definitely gonna like I said, not that we're definitely gonna need them, but you know, this is another one of those AI mistakes that checklist. I think you messed up by coming here because you're gonna get a taste of the of AAA and and the one of a kind people. I mean, Bob has already reestablished his feud with Catfish John, and I know they were quick to side with Legion after their fallout with Catfish, because I know they were siding with Catfish for a little bit, and then they had their little fallout. So they were quick to side with Legion and the Age of the Fallen. So
yeah, the Catfishes, that I got to agree with you on that. They were so unpredictable. I'll tell you the truth, I never trusted any of them. You know, it didn't matter if Eric wrestled them or if the ATF wrestled them. I was always suspicious and everything at ringside when I was there. Like, okay, these guys, there's something quite wrong here. I mean, I wouldn't trust them to hold my wallet in a police station.
Yeah, I mean, John is the sensible one. The other two knuckleheads, his little what are they, grandsons, nephews, inbred, whatever they are, Joseph and Glenn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those two knuckleheads, man.
Yeah, and I don't know who's pulling who the leader is of the Catfishes, but I'll tell you what, those guys must be drinking too much moonshine because I think they're going in the wrong direction and aren't aware of it.
Well, that's what this is part of AI's big mistake. You careful who you bring into your mix, and yeah. So I'm curious to see who they recruited because I know they recruited part of them. Some of them refused to go. So I think next cycle, when everything is drawn out, we're going to see which one of the DoD order members jumped ship and which one of them actually found some sense and decided to not jump ship. But
oh yeah.
Now, obviously, our main, our stronghold right now is Legion, Fontaine. Now Jake Walker. I mean, those guys there are going to lead the way against Ricky Kyle and the General and this Donald Dump character.
Yeah, I think they will, but like I say, Jake Walker's on the shelf right now to do that attack, so we don't know when he'll be back.
Ouch.
Because right now the doctor said he's got a concussion and he's going to be out for an amount of time.
Those frickin' traitors.
Yeah, I mean, Luscious Lori was upset too, even though she manages the Bunny Trio and was with them. She was in the ambulance, and War Goddess and Terry went with her in the ambulance, Fontaine, to the hospital, and she was quite upset. Like, why did this happen? What was this really necessary?
Now, I'm looking around. I'm looking at our roster, and did you notice the Luchadores are back?
Yeah, the Luchadores are back.
So that was kind of cool. Glad to see them back in action. They had the extreme tag. Is it the extreme tags?
They did have the extreme tag team belts. They did, but they ended up losing them.
Finally, yeah. So their luck finally ran out. But yeah, what are your thoughts on them? Do you think they're gonna? I'm trying to uncover the whole shroud of this AI mistakes, but I don't think the Luchadores are part of the AI big mistake here.
Well, those guys, just I've had a chat with them before, and they're there to wrestle. They're not there to be part of any gang or anything like that. I mean, when they were tag team champs, those guys went out, defended their titles. They didn't want to get involved in petty feuds. They just said, "We're here to wrestle. That's all we're here to do. We came from Mexico to come here to wrestle. We're not interested in petty feuds or being part of a gang."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I don't think they're gonna side with AI. I really doubt it. I'm crossing my fingers that we
Oh
don't
yeah,
lose too many more people. But as I'm looking around, I mean, we're loaded. I mean, we are loaded
oh
again.
yeah.
So
We are definitely loaded, and unless was it AI is getting Daddy Warbucks as their financial backer. I don't, that's the only way I can think of their recruiting people is money.
mm, yeah, I mean, I know they managed to sneak in the general, and but I think like I said, I think we got enough people to cover even them adding the general onto their side. It's the two traders that I'm still more worried about, brother. I mean, that's because now we have to worry about the DOD. I mean, they've always been scumbags. The
Yeah, they
DOD
always have
ordered.
been scumbags.
So, and now we got to worry about them coming after us from, oh man, from a different
And
angle. Mm,
oh yeah, and also the commissioners have made it clear, and they mean this to AI and everybody. If anybody attacks anybody in power, basically they're going to be fined a lot of money, and every time that happens, it doubles in possible suspensions.
nice. Yeah, they got to come down hard. I mean, it's the only way this mistake is going to go away. I mean, the AI mistake is officially here. I think they're going to find out the hard way that the swamp bites, the swamp
Oh yeah.
bites. But now, the Hart Foundation has already taken the lead. I mean, they went right after Ricky Kyle's little guard dogs. Is it Crown, Slash, and Axel? Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so the Hart Foundation went right after them, challenging them to a six-man series. So as uh, as this AI mistake takes, as we kind of unravel it, I think they're going to realize how deep the swamp really is, and they're going to
Mm.
realize that they are way way over their heads
Oh
in
yeah.
action.
Well, like I said, with everything that's going on, like I said, bringing up with Jake Walker being attacked and all that. I mean, this is what we've really come to is attacking people in a locker room for no reason when they're minding their own business. I mean, we've all done distasteful things in the LSL, but I don't think we ever went that far to give a man a concussion or stitches.
Mm. I mean those dirty sons of guns from 2XW gave me a couple staples, but they were so in and out. I mean, they just literally came in to cause havoc and leave. It's like
Oh
holy
yeah,
moly! Just stapled my forehead and then just left. I'm like, you sons of bitches, you sons of bitches.
yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, granted, when I was in the ring too, I got attacked by some people. I mean, I'll tell you what, I left busted open a couple of times. I mean, heck, it's part of that's wrestling. That's in the ring and everything like that. But it's just with AI coming in here attacking people, doing all this vile crap. I mean, they're a bunch of sick individuals, and I'll say this to AI: you're all sick.
Just sick in the head. I mean, did you see Ricky Kyle trying to get in his 1980 Pinto and run me over the other day? Like
Yeah,
who
and
the
this,
who the hell drives around in a 1980 Ford Pinto for crying out loud? Jeez, man.
I mean, the thing is now they're resorting to running over people. You with a car? Give me a break, guys. Really?
Yeah. At least it looked like a 1980 Ford Pinto. I could be wrong, but could be
No,
wrong.
yeah. Who knows?
Oh.
I mean, or maybe Ricky Kyle borrowed his mother's car because he has a suspended driver's license.
Oh man, but are we
But
missing
yeah,
any?
it's
Are we
just
are we missing anybody, Jerry? I know we haven't really mentioned the Bunny Trio, but I know for a fact the Bunny Trio isn't jumping to AI. Tell me
well,
they're not jumping to
we can
AI.
mention the Bunny Trio. I mean, Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you broke up a little there, but yeah, right. The Bunny Trio is definitely not jumping ship to AI.
Yeah, the Bunny Trio, they are, they're I'll have to say a little worried about what's going on, everything, especially what happened with Jake Walker and all that. And the Bunny Trio, they've been there at the LSL for a long time, and I like to say they have made the LSL proud and everybody proud there with what they're doing and the hard work they're doing representing the league. And now you got AI coming in and disrupting all the work that's going on with them, with the ATOF, Salvation, the IOD, AAA. It don't matter. I mean, now you got these creeps coming in here and jumping everybody, and they're wondering, oh, great, are we going to be next? Are we going to be sitting at Lucius Lori's bar and getting attacked by him?
You know what, I honestly want to, put this out there because AI should be the ones watching their backs. I'm not really worried. Like I already told you, brother. I think this is their biggest mistakes. We got it covered from every angle. Legion,
Oh yeah.
Legion, Legion, and Fontaine brought it together
Oh yeah.
at the perfect time. So that's the thing that AI doesn't see. I mean, they're so covered and they have this big shroud over their heads that's kind
Yeah.
of it's impeding their vision, and they don't see the full picture. Because if they would see the whole picture and they would see that the AOTF was the actual threat around here, they would have probably maybe gone that route and recruited the
Oh
AOTF
yeah.
instead of
The
the
ATO.
DoD.
Yeah. I mean, the ATOF are the real threat around here. Like I said, well, we've wrestled against them many times, and Lockdown had some good matches with them, and he even was with them at one time. And it's like they're tough individuals. Those are guys really that no matter how bad you think you have them beat down, they just keep coming at you.
Oh, brother! I mean, the old men in the Hard Foundation, like I said, obviously they always need a little backup, but
Mm-hmm.
their ring work it speaks for themselves. I mean, at any given night they could be on their A game and surprise you. So
Oh yeah, but that's going to be something else. I'm really proud of the ATOF. They stepped up to the plate, and I'm like, wow.
yeah, oh yeah.
Tell you
I
the
mean,
truth, I
I'm right
thought
there with you.
yeah, I thought the first people that would have stood up to him, would be either the IOD or Salvation, but the ATOF, they jumped up in front and said, "We're fighting." Like, wow, but we got
Well,
their backs if they need it.
yeah. I mean, I honestly, I mean, I'll be blunt with you, brother. I honestly thought that uh, the biggest obstacle that they were going to have to go over, which would keep us just, I was like, you know what? They're not even going to get past the DoD. Why should we worry about AI? Who the hell is AI? Who do they think they are? This is the fucking swamp. They're gonna have to, and then the damn DoD
Oh,
traitors open the floodgates. Are you kidding me, traitors?
yeah, they sold out. And I'll tell them to the catfishes, you better realize who you just jumped in bed with, boys.
Yeah, you know what? We've gone through this show, and we haven't even mentioned the secret weapon. They don't even know about the secret weapon. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
The secret weapon is on our side, and I'm not even gonna say it on air because when they realize that we have the secret weapon and who the secret weapon is, oh man, let me tell you, brother.
Oh yeah. They're going to be in for the shock and surprise of their lives, and they've got yeah. And I'll tell you this, they may think that they're in paradise right now, but boys, there's always a serpent in paradise. Remember that.
Now, I know we don't give them enough credit, but they brought him up, so I'm gonna bring him up because there's no way the Bullet Club and Shane Cole are gonna side with the AI with the way they've gotten verbally assaulted in the locker rooms over their comeback. So I think even
Shane
having
Cole.
somebody like that, you know,
Hmm.
just
Well,
having somebody like that to worry about, because even if he's not a threat to them, So they say, but even to have to worry about somebody like that just stabbing you in the back or clotheslining you from behind or whatever else, you know, big mistake,
Oh yeah,
brothers. Big
big
mistake.
mistake. And Shane Cole did get verbally bashed in the locker room, which I didn't appreciate. I stood there and I was like, hey, that's not called for. Show some respect. You're supposed to be professional wrestlers. Show some respect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you, brother. It's like it's like our unsung motto here in the LSL, brother. Either you run, you swing, or you make a challenge. So run, fight, or swing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like don't just talk smack. If you're talking smack, that's like you said, brother. That's beneath the LSL. Come here, issue a challenge. That's why I enjoy, what's going on right now because challenges are actually being issued. You know,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
I still think it's going to be their biggest mistakes, but we'll gladly accept every single challenge that they have, and we'll go toe to toe with them until they realize that they've made that mistake. It's going to take, you know what, hard-headed people, Jerry. It takes
Hmm.
hard-headed people a very long time to realize that they've made a mistake. So
It does. It takes them a very, very long time, and AI are those hard-headed individuals. They came into the OSL, put their tents down, everything like that. But boys, did you really think that we're just going to lay down or leave this league so you can rename it? You better think again.
oh man, and then those traders. I can't wrap my head around those traders jumping ship.
Oh yeah, and those traders, the catfishes and everything like that. As I say, if you want to fight, then you got to fight. You're on the wrong team.
Yep. You and Matthew Stamboli, you guys
Oh yeah,
crossed the line. You guys crossed the line now, partners.
oh yeah. And his brother Timothy Stamboli, he was upset by that too. Never seen him so distraught.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad. Like I told you earlier, brother. I'm just glad we have a lot of people to reach and to bring into this feud because even though we may not know everybody that's in AI, we definitely have enough people that we can count on that are definitely not a part of that mistake that are going to support us here.
Oh yeah, because we do have a lot of good. We've tagged together. We've been in a ring against each other. We have that mutual respect and love for the business and also for the LSL because every wrestler who was here that came to the LSL helped build this house to what it is.
I agree strongly with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious as to where Edge is going to fit in because I know they recently came back as well,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, we'll see how everybody molds up and
Well,
prepares for this big mistake.
yeah, and here's my message to Shane Cole. Anytime, anywhere, you need somebody to back you up, I'll be there. Cobra Fontaine will be there. Salvation will be there backing you up. We didn't
Yeah,
like what
baby.
happened in the locker room. We respect you and we like you, and you didn't deserve that. And I'm going to get a little message to AI as well. You bring your wars, you bring your fight, you bring whatever you want. You bring the kitchen sink. We don't care. You bring a kitchen sink. I'm bringing a sledgehammer.
Yeah, baby. All right, buddy. So you know what? I think the message has been sent. AI, you can keep your big mistake running, but yeah, the swamp ain't going anywhere, brothers. All right, Jerry, we're gonna go ahead and sign this one off. You've been listening to
Okay.
Swamp Talk here on Interfed Radio. Again, with the legendary manager, wrestler extraordinaire himself, Jerry Horton, and myself, IWA Flip. We'll see you guys next time.
See you next
AI,
time, guys.
AI, watch out. Watch
Watch
your back.
out, AI.
Watch your backs.
Watch